Hey, so really quick question. Does anybody else experience this like sinking feeling where you just think to yourself on like a random Tuesday, like, is this it? Is this all that life is supposed to be? Because I seem to get that feeling a lot where it's not like I'm depressed or ungrateful or that even the hard days are so hard that I can't handle them, because I know I can and I actually am really good at handling the hard things, but it's just that the world feels shallow and hollow, and it's like you go to work and you cook dinner and you do all the things and you're nice to your friends like you play sports or you find a hobby and maybe you have a really good family behind you, but like the things that we do are not the things that we actually want to be doing or even need to be doing. It's just the script that we've been given, and you want to do something else. That's how I feel right now, and I feel like there's a lot more than just me who feels that way. Now, if you felt that in your chest, stay with me, because if you'll allow me to assume, I think I know what we want. I think we want real. I think we want life to be real. I think we want to feel the dirt in our hands and to have food growing from a garden, knowing that it's healthy, or at the very least, knowing where it came from and not having hundreds of chemicals in it. I feel like we want to be in buildings that are built with intention and not filled with mold and more chemicals. I think we want community. I think we want a place to go and know that we can sit amongst people and we don't have to explain ourselves. We can just be. It feels like our entire world is just optimized and everything needs to be efficient, and it sucks. It's hollow and shallow and ew. I just learned something pretty wild. The U.S. Surgeon General declared a loneliness epidemic in 2023. In 2024, 6 in 10 people said they needed more emotional support than they received. In 2025, 57% of Americans reported feeling lonely, and only 16% of those Americans feel attached to their local community. 16% is crazy low. How are we supposedly the most connected people in human history and yet so profoundly and desperately alone? Well, we can learn why by looking into the past and noticing the connection points that were taken away and then sold back to us. That feels much less like a personal failing and more like this hollowness is being baked into society. From where I sit, this is a design problem, and luckily for us, design problems have design solutions. Here's my proposal. I want to build a conservation oasis here in Oklahoma. Let me show you what I want to do. With about 5 acres of land, I want to focus mainly on conservation and regenerative farming. That means beautiful meadows of wildflowers, and I love formal gardens, so the juxtaposition of both would be beautiful. I'll plant a large produce garden and small orchard, as well as 2 community spaces, one being a barn, the second a welcome center with retail and classroom space. I see this being a really cool spot for school functions, work functions, or rented events where people can come, volunteer, educate themselves, or just relax and heal in the space. And none of this would be complete without a couple of greenhouses and a couple of beehives. Tucked away from all of the noise will be a home built with building science principles. Assuming there's 5 acres for this whole project, this house will take up maybe a half an acre. One of my biggest pet peeves for eco-friendly homes is that they're often ugly boxes. This will not be that. I love historical charm. I love the character of craftsmanship, and this home will have that. The final touch is walking paths connecting all of these areas throughout the 5 acres. I want to fit in as many native and endangered plants and trees as possible. This will also give all of the birds and pollinators a beautiful buffet of food to feed from. So here's where I am right now. I work a 9-to-5, I make $67,000 a year, and I owned a successful business before I moved to Oklahoma. I live in an apartment with a balcony where I'm currently growing a garden in containers. I don't have land yet, but I fully intend to be ready for when it does come. I have a deep knowledge of building science, what makes a home healthy or toxic, efficient or wasteful, built to last 100 years or to be replaced in 20. With all of that learning, it shouldn't be too much of a surprise that I've spent 10 years of my career in education. I've been able to teach some of our most amazing kiddos, and I absolutely love sharing what I know with people who can use it. I'm doing this because, frankly, I looked around the world and I couldn't find this place that I've described that I was longing for, so I decided to build it. I want to show all the real numbers and feel the moments that I figure something out and be honest when I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm documenting every step of this as it happens because I hope that it can help you build your version, whatever your version looks like at whatever scale. I know sometimes it can take us a while to feel comfortable doing the things that have always been on our heart. If you've been waiting for someone to tell you who you're allowed to be and what you're allowed to do, permission has never been theirs to give. I want to leave this world better than I found it. And for me, Linden Grove is where that starts.